Oh, man. Oh man, welcome back everybody, welcome back. You are officially tuned in to Cave Within. Man, it's been a while. I missed y'all here in the Cave Within this live digital sanctuary. I missed all you restless souls and night viewers and deep viewers, and mainly the ones who've been caring too much for too long. I can honestly say these last couple of weeks, I was definitely carrying so much for so long to where so burned out to where I was a little under the weather last week, which is why I didn't really do that many broadcasts within the cave within. And then on top of that, dealing with the ups and downs and the roller coasters of life, the chaos, the turmoil, the uncertainty, the difficulties, challenges, trials, and tribulations that we all go through. It caught up to me a little bit, and it had me slow down a little bit to where I had to do some inner work within my own cave. And now I've come out of my cave, and now I've achieved my crown back at the moment. And now we're picking up right where we left off. And just like I said, welcome to the cave within, everybody. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for returning once again to the cave within. For those who've been watching the cave within digital sanctuary here on Kick streaming platforms, I apologize about not doing as many streams these last couple of weeks because of all the things, like I said, been under the weather, life be lifing, a little bit burned out, had to do some inner work within my own internal cave. Now I've emerged out of that cave and now I achieved my crown and we are back. And then on top of that, just handling some stuff within health, fitness, well, and some personal things as well. I officially I just did the Beach Day Relay Marathon here in Corpus Christi, Texas. That was a really big deal and my first time doing it. And, hosting open mic nights and all of those things. Things are doing well at the moment for HFWB as we're simply finishing off the month of May strong, and we shall go into the summer even stronger than ever as things up because we are truly coming. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But for those who are tuned in to the very for the for those who are tuned in for the very first time to the Cave Within Digital Sanctuary, again, this space is for unwinding at night, for studying, focusing, sleeping, reflecting, and feeling spiritually and creatively recentered. So wherever you are right now, of course, I invite you to soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw. How about let's just take one big inhale together as a family here within the cave within. This is your live ambient sanctuary for a balanced fusion of poetry, meditation, and stillness. As we gather ourselves, taking a nice inhale through the nose, inhaling through the nose for about 3 to 5 seconds, holding your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and slowly exhale out of your nose, out of your mouth, whichever's more comfortable and suitable. That way we can begin the process of settling in. Man, I miss y'all here at the Cave Within. It feels good to be back after a couple of weeks off, dealing with life, recovering from illnesses and all of those things. But we're back stronger, tougher, and more resilient than ever once again. Got my black tea back on track. That was a game changer alone. But other than that, I just wanted to remind y'all again with the cave within, you do not have to perform here. You do not have to be anything other than what you are tonight. Because we're going to be going inward and we're going to be returning to ourselves like always here. And I must say, this is going to be a very, very special night. Because, oh, you're wondering what the theme is for the cave within. This is something that I've been meaning to do the last couple of weeks, but obviously life be lifing, under the weather, all those things. This is our official heart chakra healing, release, stillness, and return night here at the cave within. This is something that I want to get done before the end of the month, in the month of May and everything. So that is what we're doing tonight. We're doing heart chakra healing, release, stillness, and return, courtesy of my latest poetry book that I released here, Infinity Chakras, Journey Within. Be sure to grab your copy on Amazon. And you can also get the audio book on gumroad.com, which I actually have the link to those things within the chat as well. Speaking of the chat, let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat without a doubt. Yes, it feels good to be back. We are here, the cave within, live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. And of course, if this space helps you breathe easier, all you have to do is continue to support it by subscribing kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, based off of my book, The Man Who Didn't Give Up, which you can also get your copy on Amazon, and it's available in ebook, paperback, and hardcover, by the way. That's the reason why the cave within, that's the reason why I named my tagline, Mr. Did Not Give Up 44, for those who are listening for the first time. So regardless, be sure to just support the sanctuary, subscribe, share it with someone who may need it, or simply just stay with us through the stillness, because that's all I could ever ask for at the end of the day. And if you're joining live, drop one word in the chat right now, like always. Describe how you're arriving tonight. Are we feeling tired tonight, y'all? Are we feeling heavy? Or is the weight kind of bearing down on us a little bit? Are we hopeful for a foundation for a bright future ahead? Are we feeling grateful for big things, small things, everything in between? Are we numb to the pain so much because of all the pain that we've been going through, where we just don't feel it as much? Are we curious? Are we full of answers that we're trying to search for and questions that we haven't even came up with yet for those answers? Or are we just simply ready to just dive right into it? Regardless, we are here in the cave within. And for those who are listening for the first time, what we always do within the cave within, we always like to establish ourselves and arrive within the mind and body. Because I truly believe with me being a ISA certified exercise transformation specialist, I'm real big on the mind body spirit connection. So it's only right that we arrive from within and establish the mind body connection. Because I always like to say in health, fitness, wealth, business, train the mind and the body will follow through. So before we go any deeper, let's arrive in the body. Take your attention to the crown of your head, your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, your neck, shoulders. Just let all those areas drop, right? Let it settle. Now I want you to feel your chest, ribs, your belly, your hips, your legs, your feet. I want you to just let those areas settle as well, right? If your mind has been racing all day, perfectly fine. We've all been there and done that. I think I'll be lying to you if I said my mind isn't racing at certain parts of the day. It's just a matter of gaining control of those thoughts instead of letting those thoughts control you, right? Because you're not here to fight your mind. You're here to guide it home. So what we're going to do to kind of arrive within our body, ground ourselves through the power of the breath, because I'm a firm believer that breath work is a superhero of self-care for a multitude of reasons. I want you to take 3 slow breaths with me, everybody. I want you to inhale for 3 to 5 seconds, holding your breath gently after that inhale. And again, hold your breath gently for 3 to 5 seconds and then exhale slowly for 3 to 5 seconds. And again, let's do that 2 more times together. Inhale through your nose, holding your breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then slowly exhaling again through your nose and mouth, whichever feels comfortable and suitable, like always, for 3 to 5 seconds. And then we'll take one more breath together as we inhale through our nose, holding our breath again, 3 to 5 seconds, and then slowly exhaling through your nose, through your mouth, whichever is more suitable and comfortable. So we're all good. Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat. We have grounded ourselves through the power of our breath. We arrived within the body, again, train the mind so the body can follow suit. Because tonight, like I mentioned, we're going to honor the heart. We're gonna visit the place where grief lives, where love lives, where we hold what we haven't yet released. We're gonna dive into all of that today. So I figured, we'll get things warmed up here as far as just going into some poetry kind of today. As a matter of fact, we're gonna do a little special poem. I got a special poem for y'all because we need to establish some safety as far as just within our heart. So I put together a little poem I like to call, safe. Because we gotta play it safe and stay safe as we guard and protect our hearts on a regular basis. So as we dive into our first poetry reading, it is called Safe. What do you need to feel safe? A locked door, a steady hand, a softer voice, a promise that the ground won't move beneath you. Why do you need these things to feel safe? Because the heart remembers storms and the body keeps score, and sometimes peace has to be relearned. Safe is being protected from danger, not exposed to risk that tears too deep. Safe is the quiet after the alarm, the breath that returns, the shoulders that finally drop. Not every wave is yours to stop. You're not responsible for every storm, every loss, every twist of the road, but you are responsible for how you meet it, how you rise, how you choose your next step. So be gentle with yourself. Build what helps you breathe. Protect what brings you peace. And when life shakes the house, remember this. You may not control the wind, but you can learn how to stand, how to stay, and how to become your own shelter. Safe. SAFE. stay safe, especially within your heart, because it all starts within the heart. Because the first sign of life, it starts with a heartbeat. All of my lovely women and ladies can relate to that when it comes to childbirth. When they're searching for signs of life within the womb, first thing that the doctor usually detects is a heartbeat. So that divine power that created the whole entire universe and everything within it, the Most High God, the original source of consciousness, the monad, you want to call it. You can argue about the name, but you can't deny its existence. Divine power starts within the heart, the heartbeat to be exact. And that's a place where you could always remain safe every single time, just so you know. So let me read that poem one more time before we keep things rolling as we establish more stillness, more poetry, and more meditation here within the cave within. It's so good to be back. But here we go, y'all. Safe. What do you need to feel safe? A locked door, a steady hand, a softer voice, a promise that the ground won't move beneath you. Why do you need these things to feel safe? Because the heart remembers storms, the body keeps score, and sometimes peace has to be relearned. Safe is being protected from danger, not exposed to risk that tears too deep. Safe is the quiet after the alarm, the breath that returns, shoulders that finally drop. Not every wave is yours to stop. You are not responsible for every storm, every loss, every twist of the road, but you are responsible for how you lead it, how you rise, how you choose your next step. So be gentle with yourself. Build what helps you breathe, protect what brings you peace. And when life shakes the house, remember this: you may control the wind, but you can learn how to stand, how to stay, and how to become your own shelter. Safe. SAFE. You got to love it, baby. You got to love it. And I wanted to let that land for a moment. If that just spoke to you from within, just simply breathe and let it settle in the chest. And speaking of letting things settle in the chest, we're going to dive right into our heart chakra centering since it is our heart chakra healing night here in the cave within. This is long overdue. I told y'all we were going to do this, and here we are doing this. So, again, tonight we're working with the heart space, not just emotion, but openness, not just love, but the courage to receive love, right? Because when it comes to the heart chakra, it is simply all about love, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, understanding, learning how to discover our worthiness of love, how we can, be more in tune with love. Because here's how I look at love, y'all. The Most High God, the original source of consciousness, it is all based off of unconditional love. And when you think of unconditional love, all it really is tough love mixed in with a free will of choice. Because regardless of what choices I make, regardless of what choices you make, you're going to reap the consequences of the actions that you make, of the actions from the choices that you make, no matter how good or bad it is. That's the Most High God, the original source of consciousness, way of showing tough love, which is funny. Well, it's funny, but because it's so true, and it's just something that you just experience, and something that you just feel, and something that you just go through, and you just instantly know as you, of course, follow your intuition and all of those things, right? So again, what we're going to do, I want us to place a hand over your heart if that feels comfortable. And I want you to repeat quietly after me from this heart chakra release here. Center ourselves. Heart chakra release. I want you to repeat after me. Quiet. I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to release. I allow myself to receive. Let's do that one more time, y'all. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to release, and I allow myself to receive. And again, I wanted to kind of really like focus in on the heart chakra a little bit more tonight because we need to establish more balance within the heart chakra because again, when your heart chakra is balanced, you feel more love and compassion and empathy not only from within, but you have it from within you that's so powerful to where you're able to share it with those who need it just as much as you. And whenever your heart chakra is out of whack, out of imbalance, you may feel lonely more, you may feel bitter more, you may have problems within your heart, like cardiovascular issues or respiratory issues. That's what the heart chakra mainly deals with, your heart and your lungs, which ironically enough is associated with your life force, the chi energy, which is breath, blood flow. So there's a lot that goes into the heart chakra. There's a lot that goes into the heart chakra, but that's kind of like the brief overview that I want to provide y'all. Because when you breathe into the center of your chest, I want you to kind of like imagine like a soft blue light there that's so gentle, warm, and steady. And whenever you're not forcing anything with this, you're kind of just making room for it. So anything. So that's kind of what I wanted to touch on within the quick little heart chakra sensory as we're going a little bit into our stillness window as we're making things happen on this heart chakra theme night. How are y'all feeling? Let me know how y'all are feeling in the chat like always. And be sure to hit that subscribe button, kicks.com/ Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Cheers to y'all. We are back, baby. We're coming in hot on the cave within, y'all. I am super excited to be back. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've been looking forward to this all day, actually. Because I owe it to the sanctuary to come back stronger and tougher and more resilient than ever, especially after being away for a few days, really a little over a week. Again, my apologies for that once again. So we're not wasting any time here in this broadcast on this May the 18th, 2026, Motivating Monday. And this is the Heart Chakra Release Stillness just overall celebration and acknowledgement of the heart chakra tonight. As we open up the stillness movement a bit, we're going to establish a little bit more stillness. So again, let the words fall away, the music carry you, this Arabic jazz infused background music that I have playing for y'all. And if it helps you, you know, and if it helps you dive into like your own sanctuary, that's all I could ever ask for. If you're studying right now, just simply reflect softly. If you're winding down, let your body sink in. If you're here to simply sleep, allow your eyelids to get heavy. If you're here to heal, just stay present. And you do not need to solve your life tonight. You only need to stay with yourself. That is what the Cave Within Live Digital Sanctuary is simply all about. Breath, unclench, receive. Remember, breath, unclench, and receive. That is how you can stay with yourself within the cave within every single time. Because the cave within is not a place to fear, y'all. It's a place to remember who you are. That is exactly why I'm doing everything that I am doing on a regular basis. Cave within. With that being said, before I forget and before we dive into our meditation for tonight, I wanted to read our second poem. For those who for tuning in to the Cave Within for the first time, I usually like to read at least 2 to 3 poems, at least 2 minutes. So we gotta knock out the second poem. And in honor of course, the heart chakra theme for the cave within, I figured we write a poem called Heart Release. Heart Release. So here's another one for the heart, for the ones learning how to let go without becoming cold. So it's called Heart Release. My heart has carried too much, too many names, too many nights, too many almost, too many things I thought I had to hold just to prove I loved them. But love is not a clenched fist. Love is a wound that keeps reopening. Love is not Love is not a wound that I keep reopening. Love is not a prison I call loyalty. So I open my hands, I soften my chest, I breathe into the place that once braced with impact. I do not betray the heart. I do not betray my heart, excuse me, by releasing what was never mine to carry forever. I release the shame, I release the fear, I release the need to be everything for everyone all the time. And in that release, something sacred remains. Not emptiness, not loss, but room. Room for peace, room for truth, room for the kind of love that does not make me disappear. Heart release. I gotta read that one more time because I really want this second poem to sink in. And I definitely want it to sink in as we get ready to dive into our meditation here briefly in just a moment. But let me read this second poem, Heart Release, one more time. That way it can really sink in. Heart Release. My heart has carried too much, too many names, too many nights, too many almost, too many things I thought I had to hold just to prove I loved them. But love is not a clenched fist. Love is not a wound I keep reopening. Love is not a prison I call loyalty. So I open my hands, I soften my chest, I breathe into that place that once braced for impact. I do not betray my heart by releasing what was never mine to carry forever. I release the shame, I release the fear, I release the need to be everything for everyone all the time. And in that release, something sacred remains. Not emptiness, not loss, but room. Room for peace, room for truth, room for the kind of love that does not make me disappear. Heart release, baby. Heart release. And if you needed that, stay with your breath just for a few seconds as we get ready to go into our guided heart chakra meditation. Because again, it's only right that we meditate to the heart chakra frequency here in the cave within. Give me one second here. We're about to get right into it. Yeah, baby. We're gonna get ready to for those who are listening for the very first time, this is usually the portion where we got dive into our deeper ambient focus and we dive into the meditation portion here within the cave within. And since it is heart chakra theme night, we're gonna basically tap into our heart chakra. This isn't the first time. This isn't the first time, and this won't be the last time we do this either. Not just with the heart chakra, but with all chakras, because we can never tap into all seven chakras too many times. That's all I gotta say. So, what I want us to do as we get ready to settle in for our short heart-centered meditation together, right? Close your eyes if that feels safe, or simply lower your gaze, whichever feels suitable. I want you to slowly breathe in through your nose for 3 to 5 seconds, like you can do throughout this whole broadcast. Breathe in through your nose for 3 to 5 seconds. Inhale calm, exhale slowly through your nose, and then exhale stress. As we inhale through our nose, inhale calm, exhale through our nose, exhale stress. As we begin the process of journeying into the spiritual realm, releasing and detaching ourselves briefly and just momentarily from the physical realm, letting go of our thoughts, letting go of our emotions, letting go of our feelings, letting go of the overall ego, all things that are within the flesh, satisfy on a regular basis or attempt to satisfy on a regular basis, we're going to detach ourselves from those things just for a moment, just briefly, as we become the observer and the watcher of our flesh, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our ego, everything that's attached to the flesh. We become the observer and we become the watcher. Again, inhale through our nose, exhale through our nose or mouth. Exhale. Stress. I want you to imagine a soft green glow at the center of your chest. It's not that bright. It's not that bright enough to overwhelm you, but it's gentle, it's alive, but most importantly, it's yours. And again, with each inhale, imagine that light growing just a little wider. With each exhale, imagine it softening colder. Inhale, green light expands. Exhale, shoulder softens. As we go ahead and continue to inhale, the chest opens. Exhale, the jaw releases. And as we inhale, you are safe enough to feel. And as you exhale, you are safe enough to let go. As we sit in our heart chakra guided meditation, focusing on that green light as it expands within the inhale, shrinks down as we exhale. And like always, we'll be right back as we continue the journey within the cave within. continue to focus on our inhale, imagining that light growing, that green light growing just a little wider. And each exhale, we're still imagining it softening the whole tension. As we inhale, the green light expands. Exhale, the shoulders soften. As we inhale, the green light expands and our chest opens up. And as we exhale, our jaw releases. And again, as we inhale through our nose, and allow our green light to continue to expand and remind ourselves from within, you're safe enough to feel. But as you exhale through your nose and mouth, you are safe enough to let it go. As you silently repeat to yourself, I am whole, I am better, I am healed, I am here. Again, silently repeat to yourself, I am open, I am held, I am healing, here. Stay with that for just a few more inhales, a few more exhales as we slowly begin to transition from the spiritual realm back into the physical realm, becoming attached slowly but surely, but gently sinking back into our flesh, sinking back into our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, our ego, not forcing our way back in, but just gently guiding ourselves back in through the power of each inhale and through the power of each exhale. And as always, do our three final inhales and three final exhales together as we inhale through our nose, allowing that green light to expand from within. As you exhale, allow that green light to shrink right back down. That green light represents your divine power within your heart. All starts as we inhale through our nose, holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and exhale slowly, 3 to 5 seconds. And again, inhale one more time through our nose, holding our breath for 3 to 5 seconds, and then exhale slowly again for 3 to 5 seconds. And whenever you're ready, slowly but surely open your eyes. And as we come back into with ourselves, I want you to take a moment and ask yourself this: what am I ready to release? What am I ready to receive? Again, what am I ready to release? What am I ready to receive? What part of me needs more gentleness right now? If you're in the chat, by the way, just let me know your responses to any of those questions with one word. You can answer with one word: release, receive, rest, heal, return, heart, whatever comes to mind for you. Just let me know how you're feeling within the chat as far as just taking a moment and asking yourself, what am I ready to release? What am I ready to receive? What part of me needs more gentleness right now? Just something to think about. Something to think about. Oh, and by the way, if this space is helping you breathe easier tonight, thank you so much for being here, first and foremost. Second of all, if you feel moved to continue to support the sanctuary here at the Cave Within, please subscribe. Kicks.com/Mr. Did Not Give Up 44 at Mr. Did Not Give Up 44. Tip the show. Share this live stream with someone who needs a softer place to land. It will definitely benefit them in some form of capacity. Just subscribe and share. Because all it takes is one person, y'all, to make a difference and make an impact one step at a time every single day. And gently, before we close, I just want to mention, of course, like always, a few resources for those who want to go deeper. If you're drawn to this kind of healing work, you may want to explore, of course, my Infinity Chakras Journey Within poetry book that I have right here. It is on Amazon in ebook and paperback. Please order your copy and please leave a review. That way, it's a free way, one, to support the book, and two, it helps more readers be aware of the book to where they could tune into it themselves. And also, you can get the audio book for Infinity Chakra Journey Within on my Gumroad e-commerce store platform, which, by the way, it's set up within the chat as we speak. You can click on the link within the chat, and it will take you to my e-commerce store to where you can buy the Infinity Chakra audio book on Gumroad.com. You can also buy the audio book for the Fitness Garage as well at Gumroad.com as well. Yes, you can buy the audio book for the Fitness Garage on Gumroad.com as well. That link is also in the chat for those who are interested. And order your copy of the Fitness Garage on Amazon as well. And please leave a review on all of these things. Again, it's a free way to support all the products and services and help more people become more aware of the products and services to where they too can take advantage of it, just like you have the opportunity to take advantage of it as well. So be sure to get the audio books for the Infinity Chakra Journey Within and the Fitness Garage on Gumroad.com. Order your copy of the Infinity Chakra Journey Within and the Fitness Garage on Amazon as well. Both of them are available in ebook and paperback. Got the HFWD Exercise Transformation Program for renewing the mind, body, and spirit. For those who are interested, please reach out to me for a free consultation. You can give me a call directly at 361-765-4760. That's 361-765-4760. Or you can email me personally at cpope.cp@gmail.com. That's cpope.cp@gmail.com. That way we can set up a free consultation. We can put together a customizable plan to help you renew and transform the mind, body, and spirit today. Don't waste don't waste an opportunity to take advantage of that. And also, you can tune in to my podcast, the HFWD podcast series. I just released 2 episodes, actually today. One episode being part one of my conversation that I had with Mr. Thomas P. Edwards, who has a book coming out called The One Up Effect. Pretty great conversation. You should check it out. And also check out the Wellness Whisperer series as well, as I break down, of course, the fitness beyond all of those wonderful things as well. And speaking of the Fitness Mirage, again, available on Amazon. Get your copy. And most importantly, subscribe to the HFW podcast series on Apple, Spotify podcast, and on Rumble. And please leave a rating and review as well. Again, it's a free way to support the show, and it helps more people tune in as well. And by the way, these aren't just products that I'm just mentioning, they're tools for people who are ready to heal with intention and based off of valuable information. So before we part, I want to leave you with this. To close out this heart chakra night within the cave within, you do not have to carry everything into tomorrow. You do not have to force the healing. You do not have to rush to becoming. Tonight, just let the cave hold you. Let the breath steady you. And most importantly, in honor of Heart Chakra Night, let the heart soften. And when you're ready, return to the world lighter. And thank you for spending this time inside the cave within. And thank you for honoring your own stillness. And thank you for honoring and following your heart. Most importantly, remember, start from the heart. And that's how you're going to continue to come in hot. And that's how you're going to continue to heat things up as the summer fastly approaches. Start from the heart, baby. Establish that love, compassion, and empathy within yourself to where you can share it with others. That way you can tap into that divine power that's within you, that starts within your own personal free heart your own personal heart chakra. That way you can tap into that real life force, your breath and the blood flow, which ironically enough is associated with your heart chakra. In that it deals with your cardiovascular circulatory system and your respiratory system, all at the same time. That's how you continue to honor yourself, honor your stillness. Start from the heart and honor and follow your heart every single time. This is the cave within your live digital sanctuary for all things poetry, meditation, and stillness. And this is Clifton Pope with HFWD. Sleep well, study well, feel well, and again, remember, you are not lost. You are in the process of returning. Good night, family. I'll see you next time here at Cave Within, baby. Peace.